Happy Friday, everyone. It's Tammy here with your sanctuary stroll. As you know, we're doing half-hour live posts at 2 o'clock every day. Judson has the day off, so unfortunately, you get the founder and executive director today trying to fill in. It's a pretty windy day, but I am sitting kind of on the cat's eye view up here of Tigers Jeremy and Simon's pool, and we're kind of watching Caretakers clean today. I'm going to learn a little bit about the glamorous work of being a caretaker. As you guys know, we have a mask policy in place when we're within 6 feet of a cat, but it is a nice break when they can get out, work in the yard, and be socially distanced and not have to wear the mask. So I first want to thank everybody who helped with the auction. You helped make the online auction a success. We raised $17,000 for the Cats in the Witness Protection Program. So give yourselves a pat on the back. That's a huge success. So if you've ever wondered kind of what the inside of a habitat looks like, now's a good way to look. So if you've ever thought you wanted to swim and be jealous of the tigers in one of these pools, you can see how dirty the pools get when tigers are playing with them. You can also see how big those toy balls actually are when you do it in comparison to a caretaker. So everybody thinks being a big cat caretaker is glamorous, but as you guys know, it's extremely hard work. They're going to have to get into the grime there. They brought bleach to actually clean out the pool, and big cats use their pools as litter boxes. So when they come into a habitat, they try to do a lot of things at once so the cats aren't locked in multiple times. And so you can see caretaker Michael here is carrying, well, that ball looked really light, or Michael's extremely the man of strength over there. Depends upon if it's been soaked and has water in it or not. But what they do is they take out the toys first. They kind of bring all the toys together. They'll drain and wash the pool. Then they'll fill the pool back up. They'll fill it with toys. They walk around the enclosure. They check for poop, which might seem like you're just picking up stool, but they're not. They're actually pulling apart the stool, making sure there isn't any foreign debris in there, any undigested food, any runny stool, that the amount of stool is normal for the time of cleaning. And that's just because we can really tell a cat's health by what goes in and what goes out. And then this is also time that they would mow if this is an enclosure that needed mowing. If there's any maintenance, they clean all the waters. But what I can do is give you a special sneak peek. I was hoping Sabrina would be out, but you can't see her from this far. A sneak peek of Sabrina. Oh yay, somebody got the Cali ornament. That is awesome that you won. Yeah, tell me, what did you guys win from the online auction today? I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear if you have a specific question for intern Caleb or caretaker Michael. You won Pandora's Pug Mark. I will tell you, we have a volunteer on site today that is pretty jealous because Pandora's her favorite. We are located in Sandstone, Minnesota. Right now I'm inside of tiger habitat. The tigers are safely locked away in their indoor building in the background, and we are kind of doing a bird's eye view of the habitat. So we are a sanctuary that does not buy, breed, trade, or sell. We simply provide a home for big cats that have been kept as pets, former exhibit animals, etc. And we are located in Sandstone, Minnesota, so we're enjoying the last of these blue skies before the next month when the leaves start changing and the next few months when the snow starts falling. So let's see if I can get up close and personal. So Michael, I want to know when you're getting in with the tiger poop. Who's going knee deep, or are we just hoping it drains and you just get to pick up?
We're gonna hope it drains. I certainly don't think I'll be going knee deep. I think Caleb will.
That's the wonderful thing as a caretaker working with an intern. You can delegate work, correct?
I try not to, but this pool is one of those.
Tammy, you won a tour. That's awesome. I think it was a very special auction where there were chances to come visit the sanctuary since we're not open to the public. And we want to stay true to our mission of being a sanctuary for the animals. Every once in a while, we do those opportunities for donors to be able to have a chance to come on site. And that's awesome that you won. So the bleach actually goes in for cleaning. It does not stay in the pool when they refill the pool. It's just a cleaning and disinfectant process. So somebody's asking if we warm the meat. You know, in captivity, you have to remember these cats didn't come from the wild. We have a few that are unreleasable wildlife, but mostly captive born. So they're not looking for necessarily warm meat. What we do is we vary their diet, and they'll have everything from a boneless diet to bone-in diet to carcass feeding to a lot of different ways to give them different variety, different textures, and all of those amazing nutritional elements that they need. Well, I have a question. Is as exciting as it is to watch them scrub the pool, do I have a vote out there? Should we go sit and do some quiet time with Dasharoo outside his habitat? Any votes? And if I don't get votes, you know, as the executive director and founder, I can make that unilateral decision of what you guys get to see next.
Well, I guess there's a keeper for a day auction right now.
A caretaker for a day on the auction, and they could also do that. So, all right, I have some votes for that. Dash, nothing against Caleb and Michael. They are definitely hard workers, and the cats are lucky to have them. But yeah, we'll go see that little guy. It'll be a little harder to hear me because if I get close to Dash, I will have my mask on because, again, big cats get COVID. We just saw another zoo announce that they had, I think, over a dozen cats test positive for COVID. So we're trying to take every precaution as possible and have masks on. Right now, I'm in the double door. So part of our safety protocol is when we leave a habitat, we're kind of in like a vacuum locked kennel so that even though the cats are locked away, we have redundancy always built in for safety. So as I leave this habitat, we're overlooking the memorial garden that are right behind the UTVs. And the memorial garden is a really special reflection place where we want to make sure the stories of the cats that have passed on live on. Every cat that comes to us is extremely, extremely special, and we never want to forget them. So you might see that I'm being stalked by this little guy. Oh, and this bigger girl. Hi, Shadow. Come here, Dash. So I'm going to try and sit. Most likely I'll be sitting in wet grass because it rained really hard last night. Hi, Dash. So at first, Dash is going to... Hi. Let's just sit down. He's going to rub and he's going to pace and he's going to try and get me to bring him treats or whatever. This is Dash's routine. In a few minutes, he's going to just hopefully sit down and relax with us. But Dash always has to figure out if I brought treats first. How about not so up close? All the chuffing. Thank you for all the chuffing, but we're trying to do quiet time, Dash. I don't think this tiger cub knows quiet time. Hi, handsome. How about we sit? Do I have to go to another cat if I want nice, relaxing, quiet time? Should we go over where your toys are so you can show off? All right, Dash. As I stand up, Dash usually stands up with me. Let's go look for your toys. And we can come out in the sun instead of the shade. So much chuffing. Dash, all the trees you've destroyed in your habitat. Okay, time to go play with toys. I am not the toy. Yeah, like I said, is the live posts with Judson are much better with Dash than me. Do not spray me because he is always here. Come on, Dasheroo. Where's your toys? No, that's not a toy. Dasher. Dasher. You're being silly. All it is chuff chuffs. But if I sit quietly a little bit, besides just sitting here rubbing and rubbing along the fence, he'll usually go show off with his toys. Right now he's rubbing along the fence. So we are no free contact facility, as you guys know. We have the holidays coming up. We have a big holiday coming up. Dash's 1-year birthday is November 23rd. And of course, we'll be inviting you. You're being silly, Dash. Of course, we'll be inviting you to a very special day of birthday fun with this guy. Dash. Can you go get your toys? Now he's just playing along the fence. You're being silly. This is the Dash I know, but you're too close. It's very hard to get this through the fence, honey. I'm trying to be quiet so he'll just entertain himself. My voice has always been his trigger. Where's your toys? Let's see if he'll go. Dash, I had promised everybody a quiet moment. Silly, that's not your toy. Dash. Dash, come here. Come on. You're being a turkey. So I want to hear how you guys felt about our change of doing our live posts at a scheduled time, 2:00 every day. We're going to try and take you, Judson's really good about taking you to see more cats. Today I'm going to kind of sit still, trying to get this guy to settle down a bit so you can see how big, up and close, personal he is. You're just being so silly. You're being so silly. There we go. There's the Dash I know. It just takes a while for him to know I'm not going to give in to his pining. I'm so glad to hear you guys love the scheduled posts. Sorry I'm being quiet, not doing a lot of talking, but it tends to make Dash come over and get a little bit annoyed that I'm not doing something for him. Are we going to have to move on? Where's your toys? Why don't you go play with your toys? I don't need you to somersault here. Dasher, I don't need that. I need you to go play and entertain yourself. So it's amazing. So people ask how big Dash is now. I guess he's close to 150 pounds. We still call him a low rider. He loves to play with his balls, but he's still short. But he looks very, very much like his father, Marcus. So there's no concern about him. As you can see, he's now finally kind of entertaining himself versus relying on me. But of course, he's going to come back and stalk me. Hi, Dash. You got me. You got me. So people also ask me, why don't I do free contact with Dash? And here, the honest thing is that's not what we do. The cats don't need it. That's a human thing we want. But I'll be honest, I would be the first one this boy would take out. Because I reared him and we do not do free contact. I'm not a mom tiger. I didn't discipline him when he did tiger things like a mom would. And so I have a feeling I would be the first person he'd take out. I would be, I would be a chew toy. He has no boundaries with me. And so obviously there's no need. We're really trying to get him to be that independent boy, and he really is. It's just he knows he can get away with things. He's walking through the water puddle from last night. So if I move, he's going to stalk me. But right now he's in the puddle, in the reeds, taking a potty break. Well, I think we might walk around and see if we can see anybody else just Dash playing. I laugh at this boy because as soon as his feet touch water, he has always had to go potty. That is like, now we look like a wild tiger in the reeds, don't we? Now we're playing a game of chicken, and I'm very thankful that there is a fence here because Dash is deciding if he's going to move first or if I'm going to move first. Who do you think's going to win the stare down? Dash and his mother, Winona, who's next door, are doing fine. There is no real love connection, but there's no negativity anymore either. How long are you going to stalk, Dash? How long you're gonna come get me? Oh wow, we got wet, didn't we? You got us wet through the fence. All right, well that is some messy playtime there. Instead of using his pool, he used the rainwater. We had severe storms last night, and another question we often get is, what is our protocol for storms? I see you. And our protocol for storms is we had people on site last night. Whenever there is a warning, like thunderstorm or tornado, the cats all get fed and locked in their buildings. And so that's what they were busy doing last night when we knew severe weather was coming. People stayed overnight. We also have, when storms pass, we go out and do a check, but we have to do it in a covered vehicle for our safety in case there was any breach. And of course, the animals don't mind the storms like humans. We don't, or like dogs even. We don't have any cats that are afraid of the storms. All right, let's see. We have... Hi, Winona. Are you up chuffing to say hello too? So unfortunately with these two, Dash loves his soft Supreme treat, and now I've trained this little girl, Winona, to get Supreme every time I walk by as well. And I have no treats today because today is a live post day. Thank you for the chuffs. So how do we heat those big buildings? Every building has a 500-gallon propane tank, and each building has in-floor heat in their rooms. So the cats can come inside and outside anytime they want and can keep toasty warm all winter. So we're going to get in the golf cart and go see who else we can see and kind of take a little ride around the sanctuary. Dash will follow us as long as he can. I get it. It's a game. It's definitely a game. Are you playing? And Dash's cub playing is definitely practice. for being a big tiger, and you can see that sometimes the plane leaves his eyes and the predator comes into play. We have little Tao, the bobcat here. She thinks she's just as tough as Dash. Hi, beautiful. Hi, nice to see you. All right, Dash, we're at the end of the limit here. Can't stop by without saying hi to Miss Shadow. Shadow looks like she's already putting on her winter belly. Hi, Shadow. So I think all the cats are enjoying today the wind, but the beauty of the sun we're having today. So I want to thank also our volunteers. People know that we have the caretakers, we have Judson and everybody, but we have a wonderful group of volunteers that help us with the auction today, that help us with fundraising, that help us with putting together Uproar magazine, that help with planting and weeding and maintaining our beautiful memorial garden. We have Crew Day here today that are helping refurbish this yard right here so that Bogart, the bobcat, can move down. And we have another group helping us extend our Bengal quarantine since we have so many requests for Bengal cats. So the work is never done, but it does take a pride of people, and it is not just the people you see on camera. It's a lot of behind the scenes people, including all of you. All right, so I don't know if baby Jenga will come up, but since we're close by, why not see the most beautiful bobcat in the world? Baby has always decided he loves to be around big cats, not small cats. So he lives in Cougar Cove. He's never wanted a roommate, so he lives in this nice, expansive habitat all by himself with 2 bedrooms in the building inside. And let's see if he'll come up. I don't know if he will today. Baby, baby, baby! I do not have his favorite treat with me. Baby, baby, baby! Oh, there he comes! So you might also know that at any given time here at the sanctuary, he's looking for his treats. 50% of our population is over 15 years old. So a lot of our focus is on geriatric care. Baby is 18. Baby has arthritis in the elbows and wrist, and he's got joint fluid that leaks into his elbow, which makes it look swollen, but it's not. And as soon as he realized it didn't have his Zupreme, he's wandered off into his beautiful wooded habitat. You can see the caretakers also mow paths, not only just so it's easier for the geriatrics to walk, they do the same with snow in the winter, but also so that we can look at them if he were to get compromised in his enclosure. There's areas we can see them, but still areas of heavy brush where they love to bed down. So I got a quick hello and a quick goodbye, but that hello means everything in the world. So we're going to go see if Lions Leo and Mansa are out as well. And again, there you see that huge propane tank. So as we talked about safety and security, you can see we have security cameras, closed circuit TV all over the sanctuary. We're always keeping a watchful eye on all the residents. We also use trail cams and kind of baby monitor cameras for animals that we want a closer look at or to watch overnight. what we do is pretty much hospice for wild cats, especially since so many of the cats we get in haven't had the proper veterinary care or any veterinary care or proper diet, usually most of their life. So even if they're not abused and they're loved, they still might not have got the proper diet, nutrition, or vet care. The leaves have not started turning yet here on the sanctuary, but usually right behind Wild Woodlands is the first to turn, and we'll see some reds and yellows. Oh, I see a caretaker vehicle at the building, which usually trumps me, which means they are probably up to see their caretakers in hopes that there is a food bucket involved. What I might take you around is something that you don't normally see. As you know, we take in unreleasable wildlife, very shy cats, and that is like cougar, snow, storm, aspen, and blaze. And we keep them here at the very back of the property because they're very shy. And usually they're out playing, the trail cams show it, and as soon as they hear one of our vehicles come around, oh, I see him, they go into hiding. So I'm not going to go up close, but if we go under his platform, we can see little Aspen the cougar. I'm not going to get up close because, again, our sanctuary is always about their needs, not ours. And he's very shy of people. So yes, we've talked about showing the indoor bedrooms in another post. We do that as it gets closer to winter because people often ask in the winter how we keep them warm in the winter. And there's a lot of live posts where we have caretakers that have been cleaning the indoor bedrooms, showing the heated buildings. But you can see every habitat area has that heated building. And today we're seeing kind of more of the makings of the sanctuary versus specific cats. I'm trying to work around the caretakers. And I had a special thing as they've been working with Kimba and Sofi to go into the building. I'm going to walk over this little bridge and see if we can actually get a little up close with Kimba and Sofi on a live post. You guys know these are our most elusive lions. And Kimba recently had eye surgery to remove the damaged eye. He's been doing extremely well. He's definitely got his sights on me right now. So I always want to respect the cats that are shyer in nature and want to move away. He's going over to see his girl, Sofi. I'll definitely walk over there once he gets settled in. I just don't want him to think that I'm cornering him because Kimba is very intimidated by people, and I never want to set back the work the caretakers are doing to win his trust. And so, yes, we can be more forceful with animals, but why? We are a sanctuary, and really we can get everything we need done for them by doing it calmly and in their best interest. Beautiful Sofi. And if you guys remember, they came all the way from Argentina. Hi, Kimba. So what is everybody's weekend plans? Does anybody have any big plans for the weekends? Or is it just staying in and hanging out with your own cats? So you can see these guys are over 15 years old. You can see their bodies are a little geriatric, but they're still doing very well. So as you know, our staff will be here this weekend. We are one of the few sanctuaries that is staffed 24/7. We have pretty much 3 shifts out of the day. We have the regular shift, which includes the food prep shift, and they work till 3:30. On a good day, usually 5:30, because there's always work to do. Then we have a shift that comes in 11:30 to 7:30, and then we have an overnight shift. And that's because when we have animals that are in pain management, we want them to get their medicine 12 hours apart, so they always have that pain management always on board. Many sanctuaries have a lot of people living on site so that they're just on call if something were to happen, or they're there to watch if animals are in need. We rotate staff overnight, on site and off site, so we don't have a lot of people living on site. It's actually a scheduled and paid shift. Well, look at this girl being very comfortable. Is there anything anybody's ever wanted to know about being the founder of a sanctuary? I know we had done Ask the Founder a few times, and you guys had awesome questions. You know, it is the most fulfilling, but one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life. We always say is when we get a bunch of founders into a room, whether it be a dog and cat rescue or sanctuaries, we kind of all say is we don't think any of us would have done it again if we knew what we were getting into. We definitely would have been in the business, still helped cats, but we didn't realize how all-consuming it is, how many birthdays you miss, how you have that knot in your stomach all the time, because with 130 cats and, like I said, 50 over 15, we are hospice, and that means there's a lot of goodbyes. But it is our job to make sure we respect them just as much in the end when they need to pass on, and not hold on to them too long because our hearts hurt. So remember, my background is not animal care. It is marketing and fundraising. And I saw animals being used for profit. And it really bothered me. At first, I bought it hook, line, and sinker and believed everything I was told by the exhibitor. And then things didn't start adding up. Animals disappeared. Animals weren't treated appropriately. Even as we raised more funds, animals were in teeny cages. And so I started asking questions, and that's how I learned about the captive wildlife crisis and the need for sanctuaries. It is a peaceful Friday here. And if I don't get to answer your questions on the live post, definitely go back in the comments. We have wonderful Melody, the intern, and other people helping answer those questions for you. Oh, look who woke up. I'm not sure what the question, why is an animal name on new blog or new building? Oh, I'm sorry, Linda, I'm not understanding the question. We have the new animal care center going up. We don't know what the naming is going to be of the building yet. All right, who else can we go see? Who does Sophie see? So as always, people are asking medical updates. When we don't give an update, it's because we can tell you that we're at a very, very critical time. And it is so difficult for our staff and those that love those animals near and dear to us. We're not trying to withhold information, but you know, when we're quiet and we've told you we have a critical cat, you can assume that we're really, really near the final stages. And the silence is just because we need the time as caretakers and everything to process what's going on. So we will definitely update you when it's appropriate, and we know you love them as much as we do. So we also want to make sure our focus is on the animal and the people that are really close to that animal, and protecting their hearts during a really difficult time as well. But as you guys know, we will always do the best for the animals, no matter how hard it is on us here. Because I'll tell you, doing this 20 some years, it's only gotten harder, not easier, to help animals pass on and give critical care during those last weeks and months. All right, we got some more sleeping, so I'm doing a peaceful one. We're going to see a couple of the trio boys. It's just a nap time here. Not an exciting post, but honestly, these are the exciting posts to me, for me, to see animals sleeping, relaxing, with no stress. That's the best we can do, since we can't let them be wild. Let's see. Well, I think this is going to be the problem in the really heat of the summers next year if we do 2 o'clock. It is perfect nap time. But, you know, a live post is always great to end with the cheetah boys. So let's take a drive around and see what Kitu and Lavani are up to. And then next week we'll try and do another update on the Animal Care Center. As you know, construction is exciting and frustrating all at once. And you always hit glitches, especially during the COVID supply chain. And so it's taking longer than we anticipated, but we're really excited for the final project. All right, we'll say one goodbye to these guys, and I really appreciate having the time to spend with all of you today. I'm going to put on my mask as I approach. Oh, a big yawn. It is such an exhausting day. So that's Lavani facing me, and Kitu's got his back to me. And I think they have it right. I hope all of you have a wonderful and relaxing weekend. Thank you again for helping us raise $17,000 in the live auction for the witness protection cats that we can't share yet. Definitely go online and look at our 2022 calendar. It already has photos of some beautiful cats. Dash was so small when we put that calendar together. I can't believe how big he is compared to that day. And then also we'll have some exciting programs coming up. We have Tiger-thon coming up in October, which is our great day of live posts with tigers, and it'll be a triple match that we are soliciting sponsors and things right now, so that'll be a really fun day. And we have Give to the Max, and then Dash's birthday party. It is going to be a filled year of fun live posts and fun programs, so thank you for being a part of it all.